2009, we found out we're having our first child, Saoirse. We found out at the 20-week scan, unfortunately, that Saoirse was very ill. She had a very complex congenital heart disease. She was an amazing little girl. I always tell people that Saoirse would teach me more than I would ever be able to teach her. She taught me so much more about being a good parent, about being an attentive dad, about being present in our lives.
Who are you doing this challenge for?
Daddy.
And Crumlin Hospital.
Coming off.
Here it goes.
This bit's super soft, so I like going like this because it's so fun. And then I can get paint on my hands as well. And
even the way she dealt with her condition over the years, she was so mature, she was fearless. I always say as well that she was like the fun in the house.
Hospital fit check.
Like she was a real funny girl in the house. She was always up for a bit of joking and laughing and messing, you know. And it's only since we lost her this year, unfortunately, you realise how much of our lives was focused around her. Today, even, you know, just over 6 months on, it still feels like the day she passed, you know. It still feels like we haven't moved on at all. Our lives are still in the same position. This December, myself and 4 of my friends were rowing across the Atlantic Ocean. We're fundraising for Heart Children Ireland and the Heart Centre in Crumlin Children's Hospital. We're taking a small boat, and we'll be taking that boat under manpower, unassisted, 5,000 kilometres from La Gomera to Antigua. Myself and my 4 teammates, I have Roger McMorrow, Conor McCarthy, Daragh Kelly and Enda McNicholas. We haven't done any time at sea whatsoever. Our first introduction was 2 years ago when we got the boat. And to say we were novices is an understatement. But I think we've learned a lot. We've come together quite well as a team. We row 7 days a week. In addition to that, we go to the gym 4 days a week. And I think we're very well prepared now going into this.
We're doing this row for Saoirse O'Driscoll and raising money for Heart Children Ireland, and I couldn't think of a more noble or better reason than to do this, and that is a big motivating factor for all of us.
I suppose personally my biggest unknown is after a day or so not being able to see any fixture like land, knowing that you're not going to see anything for 30 days.
2 things that worry me, I suppose. One is leaving my family, being away in such isolation. Like, there's no sea rescue at all. If something goes wrong, you're a long way from home. The other thing is just my worst fear would be letting the guys down for some reason.
The biggest thing for me has always been the team dynamic. Us surviving as a team and getting into a process as a team. So that's always been the big thing for me, beyond the seas or beyond the distance.
I always refer to Saoirse as my superhero, and that's what she was to me. Forever more being known as my superhero. And I suppose I wanted to do something where she'd look up to me and think, wow, my dad's a superhero, he did something amazing.
Our kids are the motivation, particularly for me, Saoirse's passing. That's the motivation, you know, to keep going forward. So yeah, when the chips are down and things are not going to get, you know, not going well for us, we know we have to grind it out. We know we have to just keep pushing forward. In Saoirse's final weeks in hospital, she had just been accepted on the critical organ donation program, and that happened on the Thursday, and she passed away sadly on the Tuesday morning after finding out she was on the list for organ donation. So yeah, the message is, outside of raising money for charity, it's raising awareness about the valuable need for organ donors. If you want to become a charity partner, and this is for corporates, we have various funding packages that are available, and we still have space for more larger scale partners that want to join us on this journey. I'd always try my best to do what I could for her, and she drove me to be, you know, a better person. She gives me a lot of energy still, keeps pushing me forward. Yeah, really, 1 in a million, 1 in a billion.
Dear Saoirse, happy birthday.